Hello everybody. Tonight we're going to continue our series of college planning classes, Making College More Affordable. I'm your presenter. My name is Jeff Sonegren. I have a fee-only consulting business called Successful Education Solutions. Tonight's theme is going to be about putting our best foot forward. Okay, we need to understand the landscape out there in the whole college application process. So the reality of it is colleges are businesses, and just like any business, they get to choose who and what they want to invest in. So this is the perspective we need to recognize. What's in it for me? Colleges invest in those students that they find highly desirable. Now we need to turn it around. We are marketing this student, so our first step is to look as impressive as possible. And then identify those schools where we're going to look impressive. I'm an engineer, but I am not MIT material, so let's find schools with quality engineering programs where the student is going to look impressive. We're sort of going to use the same methodology as a star athlete would use. Let's say we've got a basketball player and he's after a basketball scholarship. Are we Division I? All Division I's aren't created equal. So are we Big East? Are we a mid-major? Are we Division II? But we're always thinking with the concept that our brains are cash. This is an interesting line by a friend of mine about this whole selectivity, merit-based aid idea. High scores open doors, low scores close them. Okay. Different ways to get money from colleges. So yes, we have sticker price, commonly known as cost of attendance. But these tests, SAT or ACT, aren't just for admissions, they're for merit-based aid. A lot of people don't realize that, but how do we compare a student in New York to someone in Texas to someone in North Carolina? We can't do grade point averages. Not everyone takes AP courses. So this is what we need to think about. Yes, it's imperfect, but this is truly the key to opening up the merit-based aid wallet. But the other thing is we can choose. Let's say we're a baseball player or a softball player and we're going after a scholarship. We can pick, am I going to bat righty? Am I going to bat lefty? Or am I switch hitter? So now, since we have that choice, let's make the best of the preparation in determining where we are. So now we've got a little tool here that we regularly use, and it's really going to tell us which path promises a greater likelihood of success, the SAT or the ACT. So after we complete this exercise, there's a 9-page report that comes out of it. And these are some screenshots about the different sections in that report. Okay, first we're going to talk overall. Where are we? How well did we score? So at the very top, we've got the SAT results and the ACT results. Okay, ACT, perfect score is a 36. We've scored on this a 22. Which puts us in the 62nd percentile. And then we get all the subscores here for each of the 4 ACT sections. And then also we've got the SAT. Yes, on the 2,400 point basis, which started about 6 years ago. And then we get our projected score and then the percentile. Pretty much all we're looking at is 62% versus 55%. So based upon this exercise, it looks like we are clearly stronger in the ACT, because what we're trying to eliminate is not just getting money, merit-based aid, but we're trying to truly simplify a student's life. They don't have time. They don't need to double study, double pay, and with all the emotion, anxiety in these tests, if we can reduce that stress level, that's going to be great for the student. So this test is designed to predict which is the better test for the student rather than what the actual scores are. So we're just going to think 62 versus 55. 62 is greater than 55. But some of the other diagnostics that come out of it are going to also be very valuable. So let me scroll down a little bit for us. And now the screenshot shown here, there's only 4 sections shown of a 7-section test, but they've got most everything here for the SAT. you get right, wrong, omitted, score, percentile. So we get that type of information. But the nice feature here is, what's red? It's a reminder, on the SAT, there's a penalty for a wrong answer. And similarly, on the ACT, why is that red? It's telling us we didn't omit anything. There's no penalty on the ACT, so we don't want to leave any answers blank. So on the SAT reading, it talks about 3 different types of questions and how we did on each specific section. So that's going to be good information for us. Where do we strategically prepare? And again, scrolling down, we're going to get an idea section by section. There's one full page for each of these. How do we do on the ACT English? There's our score, but we also like to know for a degree of difficulty how well we did. So there's that information. And then also what I'm going to do, and this is going to be the SAT math information over here, we're going to get an idea of how we did in each specific question type. So now we can be very, very targeted and understand our weaknesses and our strengths, spend time on those weaknesses just because we need to be efficient in our very limited amount of preparation time. Okay, so we're sort of recapping here. We've got a nice tool to help us determine which is the better test for us, because we're always trying to make our best foot, put our best foot forward, not for admissions but for money. And this is a pretty high stakes exercise because, some of that merit-based money can return. We call it renewable. So it's not just $8,000 once. If we maintain a 3.0 or a 3.2 average, that money may come back. 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8, $32,000. So let's be smart about this. Okay, so I'm very interested in hearing your comments and maybe questions dealing with your specific situation. So here's my direct email. It's Jeff@Successful Education Solutions. And if you want to dig in a little bit further, because really this is just one little step about making a student look more affordable, making college more affordable, I'm sorry. We've got a blueprint on a treadmill. So this is one little step to make college more affordable. So contact me when you need me and make it a great day.